Next, I'd like to welcome the next debaters of Smater Don Bosco LOMBA versus SMA Negeri 1 Nagawutung. Okay. For your information, Smater Don Bosco LOMBA as a government team, SMA 1 Nagawutung as a opposition team. So before you start this competition, you have to introduce yourself first for all of us. The time is given for the government team first.
Thank you for the chance to give it to me, MC. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Our the educators, the timekeeper, the MC, and from the speaker from the opposition team. Right now, let us introduce myself with my teammates. First, my name is Jerry as the first speaker with my friends
Magdalena as the second speaker, and my friend
Maria Cipriani as the third speaker.
and we are stand for Frater Don Bosco Senior High School as the government team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for government team. The next opposition team is
Thank you for the time that given to us. We would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Robina Larona. I am as the first speaker.
I am Rosana Tijo as the second speaker.
I am Sitina Tasha as the third speaker. Thank you.
okay. Thank you. We have finished with the first session, introduction session, and now this team will talk about. This house believes that smokers should not get free health treatment, and the first time given to government team for the first speaker. The time is yours.
Okay, so for the motion, good morning for the educator, MC, and for the timekeeper, and for the audience who attend this competition. The points I'm going to tell you to my speech. First is about the impact of smoking in health and economic aspect. Second is about why we agree with the motion, and you will know why we win this debate. First, definition. In the nation, cigarettes are sold freely and there are no restrictions for the tobacco industry. Young adults and even children are free to buy and consume cigarettes. The cigarette itself is a raw tobacco that is wrapped in a paper, leaf, or corn husk as a pinky with a length of 8 to 10 centimeters. Usually smoked by someone after burning the end. So, cigarettes are also included in the category of addictive substances because they can cause addiction and dependence for people who smoke. In other words, cigarettes are belong to the drug class like narcotics, psychotropics, alcohol, and addictive substances. Furthermore, there are two categories of smokers, namely active and passive smokers. An active smoker is someone who intentionally smokes raw tobacco, which is usually wrapped in paper, leaf, and corn husks. They also directly inhale the cigarette smoke that they exhale from their mouth. While, in otherwise, passive smokers are a person or group of people who inhale the smoke of other people's cigarettes. It has been proven that passive smokers experience the same risk of health problems as active smokers. So it means the smokers become one of the sources of disease in the society. Furthermore, smoking habits can cause serious disease and can even death due to the presence of unknown substances contained in cigarettes such as nicotine, carbon monoxide, tar, DDT, acetone, formaldehyde, semium, arsenic, ammonia, polonium 210, hydrogen cyanide, phenyl, fluoride, naphthalene, and other hazardous chemicals. With a lot of chemicals, things like that, it's no wonder that smokers are very easy to the following dangerous diseases, like the first one, lung cancer. It has been determined that the cigarette smoke contains more than 40 kinds of toxic substances. So, the prediction of developing lung and heart cancer in smokers is 22 times greater than of non-smokers. So, if you smoking a cigarette, you will get big things to get the disease of lung cancer. Second is about the heart attack and sudden death. 1 in 3 deaths in the world is caused by cardiovascular disease. Tobacco is one of the biggest risk factors for this disease. In developing countries, disease kill more than 1 people every year. 1 people every year. So, cardiovascular disease related to tobacco use in developed countries kill more than 1,600 people every year. So, smoking causes the heart to beat faster, raise blood pressure, and increase the risk of hypertension and closed arteries, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, by looking at the various types of diseases caused by smoking, of course, it needs a lot of cost to treat these patients. So, based on 3 Mulyani statements, cigarettes have passed a burden on statements finance. Health costs due to smoking reach 70.9 trillion to 27.7 trillion a year, and BPJS companies must bear till 10.5 till 15.6 trillion of the total health cost of smoking related to the disease. Meanwhile, this expenditure is not balanced with the state revenue from tobacco excess, which is only 55 trillion rupiah. So, ladies and gentlemen, BPJS have expanded data on catastrophic diseases or high-cost diseases. Namely, the heart is in the first position with the proportion of financing reaching 49%, and then followed by cancer 18%, stroke 13%, and kidney failure 11%. Based on this description, the Minister of Health, Napsia Boy, plans to issue a regulation not to cover the cost of treating patients who are sick due to smoking through the public health insurance. The plan was submitted at the Socialization of Government Regulation number 109 of 2012 concerning the safety of materials containing addictive substances in the form of tobacco products for health. So, based on law number 36 year 2009, Article 13, indeed, everyone has the right to get health as well as information and education about balanced health. However, everyone is obligated to live in a healthy life. The government has for years informed the danger of smoking, but even so, there are still people who consciously choose to smoke because they hold the principle that smoking or not smoking should everyone love.
Sorry, time is up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, we go on to the next speaker, the first speaker of opposition team.
Thank you for the time that given to us. I am the first speaker from the opposite team will give our rebuttal and deliver our argument against the government argument. To deal with the arguments about this motion, that states smokers should not get critical treatment, it is not fully justified. Because talk about health treatment and you say they don't have a right to be healed, automatically it broke the human right. International scope, Article 29, H paragraph 1 of the 1945 Constitution states that everyone has the right to live in physical and spiritual perspective, to have a place to live, and to have a good and healthy living environment, and have the right to obtain health services. The premiering of cigarette advertisements on television, print, and electronic media is one of the factors supporting the increasing consumption of cigarettes in Indonesia. Cigarette advertisements almost appear in the corners of joints of the state. They appear in various fields. In the field of education, especially in universities, tobacco companies are present as scholarship sponsors as well as sponsors of student activities. In the field of sport, cigarettes appear as the sole sponsor of various sport championships that
Next speaker, the second speaker of government team.
Okay, thanks for the time given to me. Now I will deliver my speech about advertising involvement in the distribution of cigarettes. Ladies and gentlemen, the freewheeling of cigarettes advertisement in television, print and electronic media is one of the supporting factors for the increasing consumption of cigarettes in Indonesia, so that there is an opportunity for an increase in smokers who experience health problems due to smoking. This thing is supported by WHO that cigarettes advertisement, whatever the form, it can be increase the curiosity of young people about cigarettes. Cigarette advertisements appear in the corners in various fields. In the field of education, especially in universities, tobacco companies are present as scholarship sponsors as well as sponsors of students' activities. In the field of sports, cigarette products appear as the role sponsor of various sports championships that are supposed to promote physical health. Things like what John did through a badminton scholarship called the WHO are attempts to persuade non-smokers to start smoking. What is interesting if you pay attention, cigarette advertisement on television never show a person who is doing a smoking activity. The advertisement actually shows a man who is erect with a skull body, then wanders far up the mountains, as if to show that smoking is a nightmare. So, cigarette advertising is the main cause of the increasing number of young smokers in Indonesia. This is also supported by the Global Youth Tobacco Survey on smokers aged 13 until 15 years, which show that most young Indonesian smokers are interested in smoking at the invitation of friends or because they are tempted by cigarettes advertisement. So, I agree with this motion because first is that the existing task force are only spent on smokers. Second, because smoking causes health problems and because cigarette advertisements are against existing regulation. And this is also one of the factors that increase the number of smokers in Indonesia. Thank you.
2 minutes left.
No, thank you.